You've mastered the coffee shop, which is fast and casual. But now the challenge gets bigger, a restaurant. There are menus, waiters, multiple courses, and reservations. It can feel like a much longer, more complex conversation. Where do you even begin? Don't worry. In this lesson, the third in our English for Daily Life series, we are going to master the entire restaurant experience, step by step. By the end, you'll have the confidence to not just eat, but to truly enjoy the experience. Let's start with the first and most important step, getting your table. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the English Zen Podcast. My name is Liam. Thank you for continuing this journey with me. Before you even go to the restaurant, especially if it's a popular place, you might need to make a reservation over the phone. The key phrase is simple and polite. I'd like to make a reservation, please. They will then ask for 3 key pieces of information. First, the number of people. You can say, for 2 people. Then, the day and time. For this Friday, at 8 p.m. So, altogether, I'd like to make a reservation for 2 people for this Friday at 8 p.m. Now, let's imagine you're arriving at the restaurant. You'll speak to the host at the entrance. If you have a reservation, you say, "Hello, I have a reservation under the name Liam." If you don't have a reservation, it's just as easy. You can say, "Hello, a table for 2, please." The host might ask, "Do you have a reservation?" And you can simply reply, "No, we don't." Perfect. You're in and you're being led to your table. The waiter is now approaching with the menus. Okay, you are seated at your table with the menus. This is where the main conversation begins. Soon, your waiter or waitress will arrive to greet you. They will usually start by offering you something to drink. They might say, "Can I start you off with something to drink?" Or, "Are you ready to order drinks?" To order your drink, you can use the same polite phrases we learned at the coffee shop. I'd like or I'll have, followed by your choice. A very important tip. If you just want regular water, ask for top water, which is free. If you ask for bottled water, they will ask you still or sparkling, and you will pay for it. So, your order could sound like this. "I'll have a glass of red wine, please." Or, "I'd like a Coke with no ice, please." Or simply, "Could we just get some tap water for the table, please?" Smooth transition. After taking your drink order, the waiter will ask if you are ready to order your food. They might say, "Do you need a few more minutes?" Or, "Are you ready to order?" If you're not ready, it's perfectly okay to say, "We need a few more minutes, please." But if you are ready to order your first course, the appetizer, or as it's often called in the UK, the starter, you can begin, providing examples. You can say, "To start, I'll have the tomato soup, please." Or, if you are sharing with someone, "For our appetizer, we'll share the calamari." Great. Your drinks and appetizers are on the way. The waiter leaves to give you more time to decide on the main course. Welcome back. Your drinks have arrived, you've enjoyed your appetizers, and the waiter has returned to your table. Now it's time for the main event, ordering your main course, sometimes called the entree. Don't be afraid to take your time and ask questions. This is a key part of the experience, and it's your right as a customer to know what you're ordering. If you are unsure what to order, you can ask the waiter for a recommendation. This is very common and shows you trust their expertise. You can simply ask, "What do you recommend?" Or, "What are the specials today?" if the restaurant has daily specials. What if you want to know about the ingredients in a dish? You can point to the menu and ask, "Could you tell me what's in the seafood pasta?" Or ask a more specific question, like, "Is the chicken curry very spicy?" It is always better to ask than to be surprised later. Once you have all the information and have made your decision, you can order your main course using the same polite phrases as before. You can say, "I'll have the steak, please." Or, to be a bit more formal, "For my main course, I'd like the grilled salmon." Now for a pro-level skill, making special requests. Let's say you don't like a certain ingredient, or you want to make a substitution. This is perfectly normal. You can say, "I'll have the chicken sandwich, but can I get it without onions, please?" Or another very common request, "I'd like the salad, and could I have the dressing on the side?" This means you want the dressing in a separate container, not on the salad. Excellent. You have successfully ordered your main course, exactly the way you want it. The waiter has taken your order to the kitchen. Now you can relax and enjoy the conversation until the food arrives. Welcome to the final part of our restaurant experience. Your main course has arrived, and hopefully everything is perfect. But what if it's not? This is another moment that can cause anxiety, but there are simple, polite phrases to solve any problem. Let's say your food is cold or your steak is not cooked correctly. You need to get the waiter's attention politely. You can make eye contact and say, "Excuse me." When they arrive, you can explain the problem calmly. For example, "I'm sorry, but my food is cold." Or, "Excuse me, I ordered my steak medium rare, and this is well done." A polite tone is the key here. But let's assume everything was delicious. The waiter will come to clear your plates and might ask, "How was everything?" You can simply say, "It was delicious, thank you." Or, "Everything was great, thanks." They might then offer you dessert or coffee by asking, "Can I get you anything else? Some dessert or coffee?" If you don't want anything else, you can say, "No thank you, just the bill, please." The bill is the most common term in the UK and many other places, while in the US you will often hear the check. Both are understood everywhere. The waiter will bring the bill. You can pay with cash or card. When they return to take your payment, you can simply hand them your card and say, "Here you go." When they bring it back, a final "thank you" is perfect. You have successfully navigated the entire restaurant experience. From making the reservation to paying the bill, you now have the tools for every step. Remember the core ideas. Be polite, be clear, and don't be afraid to ask questions. This is your key to a stress-free and enjoyable meal. For your challenge today, tell me your favorite food to order at a restaurant in the comments. If you found this lesson useful, a simple like helps us grow, and please subscribe to follow our series. Now you can handle a coffee shop and a restaurant. But what happens in those small, everyday conversations that seem to have no topic? In our final lesson of the English for Daily Life series, we will master the art of small talk. I'll see you there.